presents this Lady Justice Statuette and Certificate of Appreciation to our speaker. In deep appreciation for the invaluable support and contribution made to the Public Attorney's Office as our resource person, which lead to the success of the 5th National Convention of the Rank and File Employees of the Public Attorney's Office on the 9th to 11th of October 2023 at the Philippine International Convention Center, given this day of October in Pasay City, Philippines. Signed by Dr. Persida V. Rueda Acosta, DSD, Chief Public Attorney.
Congratulations.
Maraming salamat. Mabuhay ka. Sana habang ako ang PAW chief dito, huwag mo kaming iwan ha. Dito ka pa rin sa tabi ko, Francis. Okay? Siya po ang isa sa alas ni PAW chief. Alam niyo ba yan? Siya kahit ano pong tungkulin na ibigay mo, tinatanggap niya. Walang reklamo. Puro yes, chief. Wala siyang reklamo, wala siyang complain, wala siyang inuurungang misyon para sa PAW. Alam niyo ba, nagpalaya ako ng 4 na bihag ng CPP-NDF sa bundok ng Kitapawan. Siya rin ang kasama ko. Laging nandyan yan. Kaya siya ay tunay na sundalo ng katarungan. Obey first before you...
Complain.
Ano?
Complain.
Wala nga complain eh. Hindi siya nagko-complain. At talagang, ang aking dalangin sa Panginoon ay lalo siyang dagdagan ng buhay. Kahit 150 years, 200 years. Kaya, aalamin ni Sir Francis nyo ang sekreto ng mahabang buhay. Merong pelikula sa Netflix, ang pamagat ay Blue Zone. Blue Zone ba yun, Doc RP? Panoorin nyo. Nandun ang mga sekreto ng long life. Okay? Hindi mo sabang mangarap ng mahabang buhay. 70 na raw siya. Bakit? Si Manong Johnny ko, 99-year-old, buhay pa, malakas pa. Kilala niyo yon? Siya ang author ng Paulo sa Senate, di ba? Kaya, basta minahal niyo ang Public Attorney's Office, bibigyan kayo ng Panginoon ng mas mahabang buhay. Sapagkat ang Panginoon Diyos, ang kanyang puso ay nasa mga dukha. Di ba nasusulat kay St. James? Ang kalangitan ay para sa mga dukha. Sabi ng iba, bakit sa PAW ka? Walang benepisyo dyan, alit sweldo, 10,000 lang. Ang sagot ko, what if PAW? Eh ano kung PAW? Sabi ng iba nun sa akin, sa PAGCOR ka, sa custom ka, BIR ka. Sabi ko, dito na nga ako inappoint ni Pangulong Gloria, pinapalipat niyo pa ako eh. Ang sabi ko, hindi pera ang hangad ko. Ang hangad ko'y paglilingkod sa inang bayan. Tingin nila sa PAW noon, basahan. Actually, damit ko noon, parang basahan na nga eh. Buti nga ngayon, may maganda-ganda na akong damit, ano. Pwede akong sumayaw ng lahot among kadenya. Sumayaw naman talaga ako noon, di ba? Pero, alam nyo, minsan, yung tingin nilang basahan, yung pala ang magiging gintong dinalisay sa bayang banal. Di ba? Sino ba mag-aakalang yung sweldong 7,000 noon, magiging 100,000 ngayon? Di ba? Ngayon, ang ating applicants, libo-libo na. Wala naman tayong continuing creation of positions. Hindi ang LITEX yung ating plantilya. Hanggang doon lang kung ano lang i-approve ng DBM. Akala nung ibang nag-a-apply, entitled sila basta nag-apply. Eh, hindi nga eh. Bakit kayo may naka-post sa CSC publication na bakante? Eh, pang temporary yun eh. Dapat i-post pa rin na bakante every year. Kalala dami bakante, wala po. Meron na pong mga i-re-appoint sa item na yon. Sa staff naman, akala rin nila unending. Hindi po. Limited lang tayo kung ang ating staff position ay 900 to 1,000, yun lang yun. Sa lawyer, 2,505, doon lang yun. Eh, nung araw nga, 600 lang ang PAW lawyers noong time namin eh. Pero talagang ganon. Habang umuunlad ang panahon, uunlad ang PAW. Bakit? Bakit? Mahal tayo ng Diyos. Kailan ba tayo pinabayaan ng Diyos? Kailan ba tayo na malimos ng tinapay? Di ba ang sabi, ang lingkod ay hindi mamamalimos ng tinapay. Parang uulan ng mana. Sa panahon ni Moses, mula ng mana at hindi nagutom ang mga Israelites. Ganon din tayo. Huwag lang tayong tutulad sa kanila, bawal magtago ng mana nagtago, nabulok at nawala ang biyaya. Kaya kung may darating biyaya, huwag natin itanong, meron pa ba? Alam niyo kung bakit? Kahit hindi natin itinatanong kung meron pa, pag gusto ni Lord na meron pa, darating yon. Oh, di ba? Darating. Sabi nga, pikpik-liklig, umaapaw, wala kayong sukat paglagyan. May mga empleyado tayo, dati ang bahay, kawayan ng sahig. Ang bubong ay nipa. Pero ngayon, sementado ng hinihigan. Kaya may nagsabing empleyado kahapon, 44 years, 40 years sa atin, naramdaman nila kahit papano, guminhawa ang kanilang buhay. Sino ang nagpaginhawa? Si Persida Acosta? Hindi. Ang Diyos, Ama nating buhay. Siya'y Diyos na hindi naiipo ng ating mga kamay. Hindi natin nakikita ng ating payak na mata. Siya'y Diyos na nararamdaman nating espiritong buhay na habang may biyaya na dumarating, pag-asa at gaan ng loob, Diyos na damang-dama natin na lagi nating patnubay. Kapag may aaway sa lingkod ng Diyos, ang Diyos ang ating kakampi. Ang Diyos ang lalaban sa kanila. Hindi na natin kailangan makipagbaka sa kanila. Para tayong isang tupa na handang pumunta sa patayan, na pag malapit na doon, ang Diyos ang magtitikom ng bibig ng leon na papatay sa atin. Ang Diyos ang mag-aalis ng sundang para tayo ay mabuhay na payapa sa sandaigdigan. Sabi nga ng Panginoon, subukan ninyo ako. Siya nga ay Diyos na buhay. Ang Diyos ng pau ay buhay. Hindi natin kailangan buhatin, damitan. Ang Diyos natin ay kapiling natin. Siya ang naghahari sa puso natin at sa ating mga tanggapan. Maraming milagrong naganap sa pau. Sabi ng iba, magaling kasi si ganon, mahusay si ganon, no? Naganap ang mga tagumpay dahil sa awat habag ng Diyos Ama na buhay sa sangkalangitan. Palakpakan natin ang Diyos, purihin natin, at mabuhay ka, Director Francis CALATRAVA. Okay? Kaya?
Congratulations, Attorney Francis CALATRAVA.
At magbibigay tayo ng isa pang award sa isang talagang supporter ng PAO mula noon hanggang ngayon. Sige na, pakilala na natin.
Thank you, Chief. Our next awardee for today. He is currently serving as a news anchor at DZXL 558 kHz, RMN Manila since 2022. He also holds the role of consultant for the Kapisanan ng mga Broadcaster ng Pilipinas or KBP since 2022. In addition to his broadcasting positions, he has been a college instructor at the Polytechnic University of the Philippines since 2018. Notably, he previously worked as a news reporter for ABS-CBN from 2011 to 2021. His exceptional contributions to journalism have earned him the KBP Golden Dove Award for Best Field Reporter 3 times in 2017, 2018, and 2019. He was also chosen as a fellow for the Road Safety Journalism Fellowship.
Pagin na natin ang ating awardee.
Please welcome our awardee for Outstanding Broadcaster, Mr. ZHANDER CAYABYAB. News Anchor, DZXL RMN 558.
This Lady Justice Statuette and Certificate of Appreciation are given to our awardee in deep appreciation for the invaluable support and contribution made to the success of the Public Attorney's Office and the advancement of the interests of its clientele. Given on the occasion of the 5th National Convention of the Rank and File Employees of the Public Attorney's Office on October 9 to 11, 2023 at the Philippine International Convention Center, given this day of October in Pasay City, Philippines. Signed by Dr. Persido V. Rueda Acosta, DSD, Chief Public Attorney.
May we request our awardee to the podium to give an acceptance speech.
Hindi po ako kakanta ha. Wala po akong pinrepare na video for you tonight. PAO Chief Attorney Dr. Senator Persido Rueda Acosta, Deputy Chief Attorney Silvestre Mosing, Deputy Chief Attorney Analisa Soriano, sa lahat po ng mga kawani at mga abogado ng Public Attorney's Office, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. 12 taon na po ang nakalilipas nang kami po ay bagitong reporter pa ng ABS-CBN at TV Patrol. We were covering po this same awards night pero hindi ho dito sa PICC, probably because wala pang masyadong pondo that time for Sir Anthony Taberna and Gas Abelgas. Fast forward to 2023, we are now receiving our first ever Outstanding Broadcaster of the Year Award from PAO. Kaya nagpapasalamat po kami sa inyo. Nakasama niyo po kami sa mga coverage po sa Dengvaxia cases, various hazing incidents in the past, mga criminal investigations. Umasa po kayo na kami po sa mass media ay kasama po ninyo sa inyong pagharap sa mga gampanin po ng PAO, sa pagbangga po ninyo sa mga makapangyarihang korporasyon, sa mga grupo na baka sumisira sa kinabukasan po ng ating mga kabataan. Ang wish lang po namin sa inyo, PAO employees, lawyers, and officials, pwede po bang wag po kayong mawawalan ng loob? Kasi po, pag kayo po ay nagsawa, saan pa po lalapit yung mga dukhang litigants? Di ba po? Maraming salamat po sa inyo. PAO Public Attorney's Office, maraming salamat po, Chief Acosta. Thank you so much po.
Congratulations, Mr. ZHANDER CAYABYAB, awardee for Outstanding Broadcaster.
Our next awardee, he's a multi-awarded veteran broadcast journalist and radio icon who has received numerous accolades, including the Gintong Parangal for Best News Anchor Tandem in 2023, the Public Attorney's Office Outstanding Broadcaster Award in 2022, the Rotary Club of Manila Pro Patria Journalism Awards for Outstanding Journalist in 2022, the UPLB Gandingan Awards for Best Radio Program Host in 2021 and recognition as one of the UE's 75th most outstanding alumni in 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, our awardee for Outstanding Broadcaster, Mr. Elpidio Deo Macalma, broadcast journalist.
This Lady Justice Statuette and Certificate of Appreciation are given to our awardee in deep appreciation for the invaluable support and contribution made to the success of the Public Attorney's Office and the advancement of the interests of its clientele. Given on the occasion of the 5th National Convention of the Rank and File Employees of the Public Attorney's Office on October 9 to 11, 2023 at the Philippine International Convention Center, given this day of October in Pasay City, Philippines. Signed by Dr. Persido V. Rueda Acosta, DSD, Chief Public Attorney.
Let us hear his acceptance speech for Sir Deo Macalma.
Reverend Dr. Presida Rueda Acosta, Ateng, parang may pastor na pala kayo dito sa Public Attorney's Office, ano? Anyway, maraming salamat po sa pangatlong award ko na yata ito. Ating Chief, kung meron ulit ganito next year, don't hesitate to call me, ha? Hindi kayo tatanggihan. Anyway, maraming salamat po at itong mga award na ganito, ito po ang nagbibigay sa amin ng lakas ng loob, tapang, kasing tapang na ating PAW Chief na bumabangga po sa mga nagnanakaw sa gobyerno. Anyway, si ating Chief Presida, yan po ay kasama naman natin na siguro hindi nakaila sa inyo kung sino ang kanyang nilabanan. At kasama po ang media, kasama po kami sa DZRH na lumaban po para mabigyan ng hustisya, katarungan ang mga biktima ng Dengvaxia. Hanggang ngayon nakatulong po dahil kung sino pa man nakakasuhan siya pa nasa kongreso ngayon So anyway, parehas naman po ng ating advocacy sa PAW. Kami po ay to serve and protect. Teka man, isilogan yata ng Philippine National Police yan. Anyway, ang ating pong layunin ay siyempre tumulong po, sumuporta sa mga oppressed, under privilege at lahat po ng mga nangailangan ng tulong. Kaya buo po ang suporta namin sa Public Attorney's Office dahil alam po namin na ang inyong trabaho ay talagang nagtatanggol po sa mga mahihirap. At ayon sa aking bubit, siya bang gusto yung bubit? Artistang girlfriend ng senador? Tapos ay ine-endorse na. Sumusuporta na kay ating Chief. Kami rin po sa Freemasonry. Ayan, of course, alam ko marami tayong mga brethren na Freemasons dito sa Public Attorney's Office. Kaya si Kuyang Marlon Nabuan at iba pang mga brethren natin dyan. At si Attorney Biong Garing ng Muntinlupa Masonic Lodge. Abay, yung grupo po namin ay talagang sumusuporta anuman ang magiging desisyon ng ating ating Chief Dr. Presida Rueda Acosta. Ang makatulad po ni Dr. Presida Rueda Acosta, yung ganyang dedikasyon, yung ganyang prinsipyo, yung ganyang tapang at talino, yan ang ganyang kailangan nating maging senador. Huwag lang maging biktima ng smart magic. So anyway, maraming salamat po at ating Presida. Thank you very much sa award na ito. At mabuhay po ang Public Attorney's Office at sana ay patuloy ang iyong pagtatanggol sa ating mga kababayang may hirap na nangailangan ng hustisya. Magandang gabi po. Thank you.
Okay, maraming salamat po, our awardee for Outstanding Broadcaster, Sir Deo Macalma, broadcast journalist. Our next awardee for Outstanding Civic Leader. He is often referred to as the famous pandemic president and responsive president of the Fraternal Order of Eagles. His unwavering commitment to providing personal service for the betterment of Philippine community and its people is a clear testament to his humanitarian efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, our awardee for Outstanding Civic Leader, Mr. Nelson A. Sarapuddin, National President, Fraternal Order of Eagles.
This Lady Justice Statuette and Certificate of Appreciation are given to our awardee in deep appreciation for the invaluable support and contribution made to the success of the Public Attorney's Office and the advancement of the interests of its clientele. Given on the occasion of the 5th National Convention of the Rank and File Employees of the Public Attorney's Office on October 9 to 11, 2023 at the Philippine International Convention Center, given this day of October in Pasay City, Philippines. Signed by Dr. Persido V. Rueda Acosta, DSD, Chief Public Attorney.
Let us hear our awardee for his acceptance speech.
Maraming salamat po. Una sa lahat, Auzubillahi minasyaitanirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nagpapasalamat po ako sa aking ate na si Attorney Presida Corda na soon to be Senador. Palakpak naman, di ba? Ang organization po namin, ang The Fraternal Order of Eagles, Philippine Eagles Incorporated, nagpapasalamat din kami na partnerships dito sa grupo ni ATTY Attorney. Kaya itong mga organization po namin na makakatulong po din sa soon to be Senador, no other than kay ate. More than 400 regions po na kami ngayon. Million na po yung member namin. Yun lang po ang masasabi ko. Maraming salamat po sa award. Mabuhay ang Agila.
Once again, congratulations to our awardee for Outstanding Civic Leader, Mr. Nelson A. Sarapuddin, National President, Fraternal Order of Eagles. May we invite Dr. Erwin Erpe. He is also a member of Fraternal Order of Eagles. Maraming salamat, sir. Thank you so much to all our awardees. Congratulations.
Ang awiting Bangon Bayan
With orchestra daw, Chief.
na naging inspirasyon natin samantalang tinatanggalan tayo ng budget noon at dumating ang pagkakataong binito po ni Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte yung provision na nagtatanggal ng budget at plantilla positions ng ating PAO Forensic Laboratory Division. So ang awiting ito po ay nalikha ang liriko sa panahon ng pagdadalamhati ng Public Attorney's Office, ng PAO Forensic Laboratory Doctors, Nurses, and staff, at maging ng ating buong opisina, na siyang gumuhit sa puso ng mamayang Pilipino na kailangang gamitin ang pluma ng Pangulo, power to veto a rider, an unconstitutional rider in the JA of 2020. So nagwagi po ang bayan at ako po ay nakalikha ng mga liriko samantalang tayo po ay may pinagdadaanan ng panahon yan. Tungayan po natin ang awiting Bangon Bayan.
Take it away.
Tinatapak-tapakan, ibangon sa lusak ng pagdaramdam, hawakan ang kamay tungo sa katarungan. Bangon bayan sigla, ang lakas ay gamitin, ipaglaban batas ang karapatan na mong itin. Pagkasa ay kalasag sa dalisay na mintin. Pag-ibig sa bayan ay hindi magmamali. Pag-ibig sa bayan ay hindi
Palakpakan po natin. ang
Palakpakan! Pagmamahal sa tinubuang lupa. Paborito po ng mga OFWs to na nagbabalik bayan. Marami po nagbigay ng message sa atin na sila po ay talagang nabagbag at tumulo ang luha. Nang marinig nila ang awiting ito, pinamagatang Pagmamahal sa tinubuang lupa. Original composition.
Higit sa alap ng pagmamahal, buhay at dunong ay alay sa tinubuang bayan. Saan man panig ng daigdig, kami Pilipinas ang bayan, babalik-balikan natin. Ang bayan na sinilangan ay hindi lilimutin. Perlas ng silanganan, ang ganda ng nilingling. Balik upang langapin ang hangin. Nasa karagatan, halina tayo'y magsaya, sama-samang liripin. Kay ganda ng bayan, nakukupkop sa atin. Tayo na, kapatid, kaibigan, kababayan, sama-sama natin mahalin ang ating bayan. Sino pa nga ba ang lilinaw? Wala nang ibang magmamahal nang walang kapantay. Pilipinas, 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 silanganan, ikaw lamang ang nagbibigan ng kasiyahan. Wala na tayong pagdaramdam, walang natatangan, payamanan at ulan, ang buong sambayanan. Pilipinas, aming Thank you.
Okay, balik na po tayo sa paggagawad parangal sa ating mga awardees. Enjoy your dinner po.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next awardee acquired the Manila Times from its previous owner and was later appointed as Chairman Emeritus. He has a notable career in public service, serving in various capacities. He assumed the role of Special Envoy for International Public Relations in 2017. He held the position of Chairperson of the Commission on Filipino Overseas from 2005 to 2010. Further, he served as the publicist for former President Gloria Macapagal from 1993 to 2003. Ladies and gentlemen, our awardee as Outstanding Publisher, Dr. Dante A. Ang, Chairman Emeritus and Owner, the Manila Times.
This Lady Justice Statuette and Certificate of Appreciation are given to our awardee in deep appreciation for the invaluable support and contribution made to the success of the Public Attorney's Office and the advancement of the interests of its clientele. Given on the occasion of the 5th National Convention of the Rank and File Employees of the Public Attorney's Office on October 9 to 11, 2023 at the Philippine International Convention Center, given this day of October in Pasay City, Philippines. Signed by Dr. Persida V. Rueda Acosta, DSD, Chief Public Attorney.
Magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. This is not the first time that I have been invited to join a celebration by your esteemed organization, and I am pleased and honored to see you all again on the 5th National Convention of the Rank and File Employees of the Public Attorney's Office. May I offer my warmest regards and heartfelt thanks to my dear friend and public defender par excellence, Chief Public Attorney Dr. Persida Rueda Acosta. Our esteemed guests, and especially to you, the dedicated and compassionate men and women of the Public Attorney's Office. Likewise, I am honored and humbled to receive from you the recognition as Outstanding Publisher, although I have resigned already as such for quite some time now. Our slogan at the Manila Times, the standard we strive to live up to every day, is the newspaper of choice since 1898. As you may or may not know, the Manila Times just yesterday marked its 125th anniversary, or today. So, as you can imagine, living up to our vision with such a long and rich history behind us, ours is a story that is as old as the country itself, is an immense challenge. To be deemed outstanding, and especially by an organization that I personally consider to be among the Philippines' heroes, fills me with immense pride. Again, with utmost respect and humility, I thank you. And I'm sure my good friend, Dr. Persida Rueda Acosta, will agree with me that it is the same with all of you here. This is why I consider the Public Attorney's Office the unsung heroes of our time. Without fanfare, without the trappings of power, without the comfort that comes from work in the world of profit, and sad to say, too often, without the acknowledgement and recognition you deserve, every one of you puts the mission ahead of all else, day after day. And it is not an easy mission, to defend the oppressed and the dispossessed, and to strive to bring justice to all, no matter what their station in life may be. Your selflessness, dedication, empathy, and belief in the vision of a fairer, more accountable society make the PAO attorneys and the dedicated staff who supports their work today's work. I call them Good Samaritans, caring for those, the poor, the underprivileged, and the oppressed, whom society bypasses. You should be a shining example to all who seek to serve the people. Of course, not everyone who vows to serve the people actually mean it. For too many, it is a cynical pretense in which serve the people really means serve my own interests and those by whose favor I can be further enriched. Corruption at every level is our national curse, the greatest tragedy of our nation, because it robs us of so much potential and leaves only poverty, injustice, and hopelessness in its wake. As public attorneys, you undoubtedly are more familiar with the destruction corruption case causes, because you are often tasked with rendering assistance to those most affected by it. The controversy over the dengue vaccine, which you are certainly intimately familiar with, is one good example, and there are many others. And none of this is hidden, even though everyone recognizes corruption when they see it, even though corruption and the crippling effect it causes are always acknowledged as the greatest concern of our people, and has been for as long as any of us here can remember. Our leaders, high and low, elected and appointed, do nothing about it. As a matter of fact, many of our leaders not only do nothing about corruption, but blatantly engage in it in many different ways. The recent scandal over the price of rice is another good example, and again, it's just a drop in the proverbial bucket. After President Marcos was forced to intervene to impose a price cap on rice so that our people could afford to eat, inspections revealed huge stockpiles of rice being hoarded in many different locations. Does anyone really believe that entire warehouses of rice can be hidden from view? Does anyone really believe that entire warehouses of rice, I am sorry to repeat that, can be hidden from view? Of course not. Yet, in spite of the knowledge of everyone that hoarding is illegal, despite repeated clear public warnings from the government that authorities would be running after the hoarders, there were the warehouses of hoarded rice, supplies of our most basic food kept from markets in order to drive prices up, in order that a few might take more of ordinary families' meager earnings to enrich themselves. Again, it is impossible to hide a large warehouse containing thousands of stacks of rice and the coming and going of trucks and workers that must involve. It takes cooperation of corrupt officials for that to exist. A few were exposed by government inspections, but everyone knows there are dozens, perhaps hundreds more. And what's worse is everyone knows it has always been that way. According to the government's own data from a few years ago, the country loses about 700 billion pesos a year in corruption. To put that in perspective, that is equal to a bit more than 12%, about 1/8 of the entire national budget for this coming year. It pains my heart to think about it. the lost potential of our country due to corruption, in spite of our people's talents and hard work. About 30 years ago, the renowned Peruvian economist Hernando de Soto wrote a book entitled The Other Path, The Invincible Revolution in the Third World. In his book, de Soto reveals that poor people are not really poor, or rather, that there is no unsolvable reason that they should be. In his research, which he did mostly in Latin America, he discovered that poor populations actually had vast amounts of resources and were capable of creating a great deal of wealth. But they remain poor because the system prevents them from making use of it. It is robbed from them through corruption, either directly or through preventing them from exercising their rights of ownership of property and other assets, and denying them access to systems the rest of us might take for granted. Fair and consistent regulation, financial systems, and due process of the justice system. Thus, huge amounts of wealth are lost, taken away to line the pockets of the corrupt and privileged class of politicians and their enablers in the business sector, and wasted in the efficiencies of the informal economy the people must create on their own in order to just survive. As a result, entire countries suffer. Dr. De Soto's work is a real eye-opener because it perfectly describes the unfortunate state of the Philippines, not only the source of the 700 billion pesos or perhaps even more of our national wealth that simply disappears every year, but the way that corruption has become institutionalized from most people's perspective, or to put it simply, the way of life. People have accepted that corruption is part of our culture, that one's only choices in transacting even the simplest business are either to go along with it or to take their chances outside the system in the informal economy, or whatever you would call it. I do not believe this is an exaggeration in any way, because if you think about it, every one of us in this room has probably experienced it. How many times have you gone to a government office for a basic bit of business, renewing a driver's license, for example, or some necessary permit, or even requesting a copy of some official document, and paid extra for the express lane service? Our challenge is to rebuild our system. And this brings me to the point I think is critical, and where the PAO office has an important role to play. Corruption is not just about stealing, taking bribes or kickbacks, or rigging bidding on overpriced government contracts. Corruption is also the creation of systems that are designed to be unfair, to divide society into the haves and the have-nots, and keep it that way by making the exercise of one's rights as a citizen easier for the few and more difficult for the many. Without that system, that framework that has become institutionalized, the other forms of corruption, the bribes, the kickbacks, the misuse of funds, and on, could not exist. To solve corruption, to remove that obstacle to the pursuit of our vision of a Philippines free from poverty and offering opportunity for all, we need to tear down and remake that unfair system. And this is where I feel PAO can best contribute, because your part in this sacred task deals with one of the most fundamental parts of that system, our system of justice. As I see it, our justice system is the remedy of last resort. when a wrong has been done and there are no other institutions or systems that can make it right, we turn to the courts. At least that's the way it should be and the way it is written in our Constitution. However, we all know that our system of justice, as it is, now falls well short of that ideal. From the very beginning of the legal process, it seems there are two systems of justice, one for the haves and one for the have-nots. A wealthy suspect can commit a crime as heinous as killing someone by recklessly driving over him with his expensive car after a night of partying in the clubs, and he is afforded every accommodation by the police, allowed to roam freely for days even before accepting an invitation to surrender. Then, they will understand that the process for the rich, reckless driving suspect and the poor theft suspect is the same, because that is what the law of the land dictates. They will demand that it will be followed. The people will understand that the government offices and agencies that are paid for with their own taxes are there to provide service efficiently, courteously, and at no more cost than is absolutely necessary to complete the task, because that is what the law of the land dictates, and they will demand that it be followed. They will understand that they elected representatives to make laws and not disrespect the separation of powers of our three branches of government by pretending to be judge, jury, and executioner, because that is what the law of the land dictates, and they will demand that it be followed. And the beauty of it is, as public attorneys, you don't have to do anything different from what you already do in order to provide the right example that will lead to the system change we need. You simply need to keep doing it with the steadfast determination you already display. Our job in the media, our role to play in all this, is to help you tell your story, to provide the lesson of your example to the people. In the letter I received inviting me to this event and informing me of the award you have graciously chosen to confer on me and the Manila Times, I was thanked for all the support we have shown to your agency. I appreciate that, and I'm glad you feel that way. But let me leave you with this little insight. It is not my job as owner of a paper. It is not the mission of the media to show support or disfavor to anyone. Our job is to report the news, nothing more, nothing less, fairly, thoroughly, and accurately, so that our readers can understand events and the world around them and make informed decisions. And in reporting the news, if we have shown you support, it is because the work you do is righteous and helps to build a better society and a better nation. You have my utmost respect and gratitude for that, and I hope that you continue to give us good news. I am confident you will. Finally, I congratulate PAO for its free legal assistance program. You have provided hope to the hopeless. You have provided strength to the weak and the dispossessed. You have provided the people the spirit and true meaning of democracy. PAO keeps the torch aflame in what President Lincoln once declared, and I quote, "A government of the people, by the people, and for the people." In my book, The People's Attorney's Office and its employer are the great equalizer. Mabuhay po kayong lahat at naway pagpalain tayong lahat. Salamat po.
Maraming salamat po, Dr. Dante A. Ang, our awardee as Outstanding Publisher, Chairman Emeritus and Owner, the Manila Times. Our next co-awardee as Outstanding Publisher is a journalist and a businessman. He has effectively utilized various social media platforms to connect with audiences not only in the Philippines but also around the world. Despite their initial target audience being Filipinos, their readership extends to other countries, particularly the US. They have amassed an online following of over 2 million and have even expanded their presence on Viber and online messaging application.
Paki-correct po yung ating LED. We'd like to call our awardee for Outstanding Publisher, Mr. Dante KLINK Ang II. Pakituloy mo to. Pakituloy mo to. Ay, sir. Oo. Ayan. He is the President and Chief Executive Officer, CEO, and Executive Editor of the Manila Times. Palakpakan po natin. For more than 2 decades, the Public Attorney's Office has been given a free space at the newspaper entitled The Manila Times. Ngayon po ang kanilang anibersaryo, 125 years in the Philippines. Libre po ang ating space at tayo po ay may column na Dear Pau, kung saan ang masang Pilipino at maging ang business community ay nakikinabang sa kaalaman sa batas, mga bagong batas, lumang batas, at mga prinsipyo para sa rule of law, justice, and equity. Palakpakan po natin si Mr. Dante KLINK Ang II, Publisher of the Manila Times, awardee for being an outstanding in journalism and as a publisher. Thank you po.
This Lady Justice Statuette and Certificate of Appreciation are given to our awardee in deep appreciation for the invaluable support and contribution made to the success of the Public Attorney's Office and the advancement of the interests of its clientele. Given on the occasion of the 5th National Convention of the Rank and File Employees of the Public Attorney's Office on October 9 to 11, 2023 at the Philippine International Convention Center, given this day of October in Pasay City, Philippines. Signed by Dr. Persido V. Rueda Acosta, DSD, Chief Public Attorney.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Medyo mahirap po sundan yung aking ama. Nasabi niyo na po yata lahat. At siguro dadagdag ko lang po na maraming salamat po sa parangal na binigay niyo po sa amin on this very auspicious day na natapat pa po sa aming 125th founding anniversary. Alam niyo po, pag nakakatanggap ng mga ganitong tipo mga recognition, parang napapaisip po tayo na napakagaling po natin, kung ano na-achieve po natin. Pero sa totoo po lamang, wala naman pong tao nakakatanggap ng mga ganitong recognition kung di po sa tulong ng mga maraming tao. So, pinapasalamatan ko po yung unang sa lahat, ang aming pong staff sa The Manila Times, na sila pong dedikado, tulad nga po sabi ng aking ama, na dedicated po sila sa journalism. At pinapasalamatan ko rin po yung aking father na nagsalita po kanina,
Alam niyo po, wala naman pong maabot ang anak kung wala po yung ama. At sa totoo po lamang, kung meron po tayong daily column ng Dear Pao sa The Manila Times, kanyang idea po yon. So salamat po sa aking father, dating boss, at maraming salamat po kay Chief Acosta, na siya pong pinaka-popular po na columnist ngayon ng The Manila Times. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat and congratulations po.
Once again, congratulations to Mr. Dante Ang II, awardee for Outstanding Publisher. Our next awardee, he currently holds the position of Chairman and CEO of the ALC Group of Companies, a conglomerate spanning various industries including media, insurance, pre-need, banking and finance, hotel and restaurants, real estate development, property management, and memorial care. He has earned recognition as the Hero of the Year during the Gawad Filipino Awards in 2022, primarily for his humanitarian efforts that have greatly benefited many Filipinos. He is a graduate with a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, majoring in marketing from De La Salle University. Ladies and gentlemen, our awardee for Outstanding Civic Leader, Mr. D. EDGARD A. Kabangon.
This Lady Justice Statuette and Certificate of Appreciation are given to our awardee in deep appreciation for the invaluable support and contribution made to the success of the Public Attorney's Office and the advancement of the interests of its clientele. Given on the occasion of the 5th National Convention of the Rank and File Employees of the Public Attorney's Office on October 9 to 11, 2023 at the Philippine International Convention Center, given this day of October in Pasay City, Philippines. Signed by Dr. Persido V. Rueda Acosta, DSD, Chief Public Attorney.
May we request our awardee to the podium for the acceptance speech.
Thank you. Magandang gabi sa atin lahat. I stand humbled by this award and knowing how I got this far is in itself a journey that I would want to share with you. This award, for me, is a tribute more to my dad, Ambassador Antonio Cabangon Chua. For whom I have learned so much. For I am what I have become because of the constant conversation we had together as I imbibed the lessons he so willingly gave to me. He was my mentor. He still is, as I navigate through the many businesses that I had to shepherd. Every now and then, I had to listen to his takes on life, lessons that he dished out, sometimes in a subtle subtext. Once I confided to him the many problems of running a business that he asked me to take over, of problems galore that I had to take as I got through the daily grind. He looked up from his desk, took time out from poring over cash flow reports, and told me, "Anak, alam mo, kung ayaw mo ng problema, huwag ka magnegosyo. That hit me hard. My dad was like that. Ready with a simple aphorism on life, on business, on almost everything. Buntot mo, hila mo, anak, he said, as he emphasized the need for a business owner to take on the daily challenges that crop up. For me, this award showcases my dad's enduring kindness towards those with less in life. The clergy, the nuns, the small employees. I have lived my dad's own take on life. And that is why this award from you, the Public Attorney's Office, is by far a testament to the good deeds that my dad has shown me to others. Thank you for this award, especially to Ma'am Pauchi Persidida Acosta. Ma'am, thank you very much. And if I may add, I love you, Dad. Thank you.
Again, let us congratulate our awardee for Outstanding Civic Leader, Mr. Edgar A. Cabangon, President, Filipino Mirror Group Corporation. Our next awardee, he is a multi-awarded veteran broadcast journalist who serves as a radio host and anchor for various programs, including Magandang Umaga, Pilipinas, Negosyo at Iba Pa, and Radyo Henyo on DZRH. Throughout his career, he has received several prestigious awards, including the Outstanding Broadcaster Award from the Public Attorney's Office in 2022 and the Broadcaster of the Year Award from the Kapisanan ng mga Broadcasters ng Pilipinas Golden Dove Award 2014 and 2016. Currently, he holds the position of professor at the University of the Philippines starting from 2020 to 2023 at present. Our awardee for Outstanding Broadcaster, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Angelo Palmones, broadcast journalist, to
This
receive
Lady
the
Justice
award.
Statuette.
To receive the award, may I call on the son of Angelo Palmones, Gabriel Angelo Palmones.
Thank you. First and foremost, on behalf of my father, I'd like to thank PAO and the Praise Committee for this prestigious award. And secondly, I would also like to extend my thanks to each and every one of you for keeping up the good fight. Your work transcends beyond the call of duty. And please never stop fighting or helping people attain justice through legal assistance. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sir Gabriel Angelo Palmones, son of Mr. Angelo Palmones, broadcast journalist, our awardee for Outstanding Broadcaster. Our next awardee for Outstanding Broadcaster, he graduated with BS in Theology from Manila Theological College and has been broadcaster for nearly 19 years. Anchor for 4 years at Light TV radio program, Bangon Pilipinas, and free legal assistance with PAO. Ladies and gentlemen, our awardee for Outstanding Broadcaster, Mr. Daniel Castro, Anchor, Bangon na Pilipinas Light TV Radio.
Another awardee for Outstanding Broadcaster, he graduated with a BS in Agriculture from Bulacan Agriculture State and Colleges. He discovered his calling as a pastor in 1983 and pursued pastoral studies at Bro Eddy School of Ministries International. Driven by passion to serve God and His nation, he has spent 4 years as an anchor at ZOE Broadcasting Network Inc., where he hosted light TV radio programs such as Bangon na Pilipinas and Free Legal Assistance with PAO. Please welcome our awardee for Outstanding Broadcaster, Mr. Michael Pastrana.
This Lady Justice Statuette and Certificate of Appreciation are given to our awardee in deep appreciation for the invaluable support and contribution made to the success of the Public Attorney's Office and the advancement of the interests of its clientele. Given on the occasion of the 5th National Convention of the Rank and File Employees of the Public Attorney's Office on October 9 to 11, 2023 at the Philippine International Convention Center, given this day of October in Pasay City, Philippines. Signed by Dr. Persido V. Rueda Acosta, DST, Chief Public Attorney.
Good evening, everyone. To our PAO Chief, Attorney Persida Rueda V. Acosta. Kanina lang yung nag-message si Bishop Brother Eddie Villanueva, nagpapaabot po ng congratulations sa kabuuan ng PAO Office in the Philippines. And at the same time, ay tuwan-tuwa ho siya dahil na-consider po ninyo ang programa ng Bangon na Pilipinas. At ang sabi ho niya kanina ay thank you daw po and congratulations po once again. Ang JIL Church worldwide po, kaya ho medyo kami attorney ay medyo busy ho dahil this coming October 14, 3 p.m. sa Quirino Rizal Park ay magdaraos po ng 45th anniversary. At kami ho ay nagpapasalamat dahil alam po namin kaisa po namin kayo sa laban po ng Diyos at bayan, maging sa katuwiran, katarungan at sa tinatawag po nating katotohanan. Nagpapasalamat po kami, attorney, dahil sa aming pong karanasan, wala po kaming problema sa Bangon na Pilipinas na hindi na-address ng kabuuan ng PAO Office sa Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Truly po, napakagaling po ng pagdilingkod ng lahat po ng ating attorney under po dito sa inyong jurisdiction. So congratulations everyone and to God be the glory.
Maraming salamat po, PAO Chief Attorney Persido Rueda Acosta. First time ko po kasi makatanggap ng award ng national level. Ako po ay probinsyanong broadcaster mula po sa Laguna. Nabigyan ho ng pagkakataon na maging anchor ng national scope ng aming network. At isa po dito sa naging programa nga namin, ang Free Legal Assistance with PAO, na sa totoo lang ho, yung mga first episodes namin, kasama namin mismo si PAO Chief eh. Kaya sabi ko, paano ko ba ito i-handle? Kasi ang hindi ho nauubusan si PAO Chief ng sasabihin. Parang ang hirap ikat. So, palagi ho kaming OT. Pero okay lang, kasi gaya na sabi po ng aking partner si Pastor Michael, talaga naman ho na-address lahat ho ng aming nakikater na problema na aming na-interview doon sa programa na yan. Kaya maraming salamat, PAO Chief. At doon po sa aming mga abogadong nakakasama kapag hindi po available si PAO Chief, salamat din. Kasi bukod po doon sa mga tanong mismo ng mga kliyente, kami hong angkor, talaga nagtatanong ho ng medyo kakaiba. Ayan. Pero, ang galing lang ho talaga ng mga PAO lawyers natin eh. Kahit anong itanong mo, nasasagot talaga. Okay, palakpakan po natin ang mga PAO lawyers. Ang galing sumagot talaga. So yun, again ako, maraming salamat. Sa totoo lang ho, pagka ganitong mga speech sa awardings, wala ko talagang masabi eh. Ang lagay na yan wala pa ako masabi. But anyway, syempre again, maraming salamat po sa Public Attorney's Office and talaga naman sa Diyos po ang papuri sa ganitong mga pagkilala na binibigay. And syempre, ito po ay isang hamon sa amin.
at encouragement para mas pabutihin pa ho namin yung aming pong ginagawa. Again, maraming salamat po, magandang gabi, and to God be the glory po.
Thank you so much to our awardees for Outstanding Broadcaster, Mr. Michael Pastrana and Mr. Daniel Castro, Anchor of Bango na Pilipinas Light TV Radio.
Our next awardee, she has been a journalist for the Manila Standard for 28 years and was re-elected as the Quezon City Press Club President for the 11th time. She received the 2023 BACC Award and the 2022 Public Attorney's Office Outstanding Reporter Award, as well as the 2019 Parangal ng Natatanging Pilipino Award. Our awardee for Outstanding Reporter, Ms. Rio N. Araja, reporter for the Manila Standard. And our next awardee, he is a publisher of the Manila Standard and has been re-elected as the chairman and president of the Philippine Press Institute, also known as the National Association of Newspaper. His re-election was unanimous decision by the PPI representative from print publication across Mindanao, Visayas, and Luzon, and Metro Manila. Ladies and gentlemen, our next awardee for Outstanding Publisher, Mr. Rolando G. Estabilo. The awards that Ms. Rio will receive is also the award for Mr. Stabilo.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat, lalong-lalo na sa ating Public Attorney's Office Chief, Dr. Persida Rueda Acosta, at sa mga 1,500 or close to 1,000 nating abogado, mga abogado po na ating bayan. So, masasabi ko na sulit to yung paghihirap ko bilang journalist, sapagkat sa ikalawang pagkakataon, binigyan po ako ng parangal ng PAW. Ito po yung second award ko from PAW. Last year, awarded din po ako. So nakita po ng ating punong tagapagtanggol, hindi lamang po kayo po na public defenders na ang pagkilala po, pasasalamat po, no? Pagkilala nyo sa ambag namin, sa ambag po namin na maghatid ng mga impormasyon, ng mga tama at napapanahong impormasyon. So, salamat po sa award na to. Alam ko na alam nyo ang sakripisyo at panganib namin pinagdadaanan bilang mamamahayag. At alam ko rin po ang hirap na pinagdadaanan ng isang abogadong publiko na kagaya nyo. So ako po'y nagpapasalamat sa inyong layunin na makatulong sa mga naapi, sa mga wala pong kakayahan kumuha ng pribadong abogado. So dito po sa laban ninyo, kasama nyo po ako bilang mamamahayag ng Manila Standard. Salamat po sa papuring binigay nyo sa akin. So ito pong pangalawang award na akin pong hinawakan kanina. Ito po para sa aking boss, si Mr. ESTABILLO ng Manila Standard. At on behalf of my boss, Mr. ESTABILLO, I'm accepting this award in gratitude for recognizing the remarkable contribution of Manila Standard in nation building. So again, maraming salamat po sa inyong at magandang gabi. Maraming po salamat sa ating mga sa aming tagapagtanggol.
Thank you very much. Our awardee for Outstanding Reporter, Ms. Rio N. Araja, and our awardee for Outstanding Publisher, again, Mr. Rolando G. Estabilo, Publisher, Manila Standard. Our next awardee is a reporter for the country's oldest newspaper, the Manila Times, and also served as a columnist for tabloid Remate. Additionally, he is a former vice president and active member of the Quezon City Press Club. He has held the position of director at the National Press Club 8 times, and since 2009, he has been the current president of the Kamanaba Press Corp. Our awardee for Outstanding Reporter, Mr. ARLIE O. CALALO, Quezon City Press Club.
Good evening, everyone. Siyempre, lalong-lalo na sa ating tunay at nag-iisang manananggol ng masang Pilipino, Public Attorney's Office Chief, Persida Rueda Acosta. At sa ibang mga panauhin, good evening once again. Alam niyo po, I believe in destiny. At alam niyo po, kapag tadhana na po ang nagsalita o kumilos, ika nga, we cannot refuse. You cannot refuse. And she cannot refuse. With her competence, with her dedication in public service, certainly she will be a great asset of the Philippine Senate. Yes. Kaya lang, kung siyang tatanungin natin, at minsan nakausap ko na rin siya about it, she opted to stay put, to finish her term as a chief public attorney. Well, it's just a matter of convincing her. Just the same, 2025 pa naman yun eh. Kaya 2025 pa yung karera, kaya let's just wait and see. Anyway, for sure, she can be assured of your all-out support when she decides. Tama ba? Pwede ba? Pwede ba sabayan niyo na ako isang malakas na yes? Yes. Okay, this one, actually this is 2 in a row for me. Kasi last year, I received the same award, the same recognition, of course, given by PAO, before over 2,500 public lawyers of the Public Attorney's Office. This time, nasa harap niyo ako, receiving the same award, sa harap ninyo who are equally dedicated and hardworking rank-and-file employees of the Public Attorney's Office. I'm so honored to be right in front of you. Alam niyo po, sa totoo lang, personally, I have not dreamed of receiving this kind of award. Kasi to me, para sa akin, being a member of the Fourth Estate, being a journalist, I am duty-bound. It's my job to write stories, articles, primarily for the purpose of informing the public, making the public fully aware about what's happening around. But being recognized, especially by PAO, thank you ulit, PAO Chief, and of course the Committee on Awards and Recognition, it's really satisfying. And it's truly inspiring. Yes. And I think this is the right time also to thank my Manila Times family. Of course, a while ago, yung aking dalawang boss, yung mag-ama, yung Chairman Emeritus, si Sir Dante Ang Sr. at si Boss KLINK, the publisher and executive editor ng Manila Times. Of course, my 2 managing editors, they have been very patient and understanding. Miss Lynette Luna and Miss Lina Calso. I'm so grateful to them. Of course, and I have to take this, to grab this opportunity to greet again the Manila Times, your newspaper, our newspaper, on its 125th anniversary. That exactly falls, it falls exactly today. Ngayon mismo ang kanya anniversary. I'm very sure, certainly, wala pa tayo sa mundo yung Manila Times ay namamayagpag na locally and globally. That's 125 years. No? Also, I'd like to thank my tabloid remate family, my boss, publisher Sir Benedict Antiporda, of course, my editor-in-chief, Lydia Bueno, who is currently the first woman president of the National Press Club of the Philippines. Of course, my opinion editors, Miss Lea Botones, a contemporary, and Sir Fred Pudi Cabalbag. Alam niyo po, hindi po magiging posible yung mga stories ko, yung mga articles ko. We will not see my stories, it will not land on papers kung wala itong mga tao na to. That is why it's proper to say that I'd like to share this award with them. This is for you. I must say thank you and God bless us all.
Ladies and gentlemen, our awardee for Outstanding Reporter, Mr. Arlie O. Calalo, Quezon City Press Club. Now, hahandugan po tayo ng awit ng choir entitled Bayan Gumising Ka.
Pastra. Okay, tuloy na po natin ang ating awarding.
Our next awardee is undeniably one of the entertainment industry's most respected and highly sought-after figure. Over the course of more than 2 decades, he garnered multiple awards as an entertainment writer and has excelled as a supervising producer for films and live shows, all while serving as a talent coordinator. With 4 years of experience as a radio anchor, he possesses a distinct and unmatched talent for hosting. However, his deepest passion lies on his 18-year membership with the Philippine Movie Press Club, where he has held various positions as an officer and board member. Currently, he holds a position as one of the board of directors of Philippine Movie Press Club. Our awardee for Outstanding Movie Reporter, Mr. Rodel Ocampo Fernando, Board Director, Philippine Movie Press Club. This Lady Justice Statuette and Certificate of Appreciation are given to our awardee in deep appreciation for the infallible.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Alam niyo po, kapag nagbabalita po ako ng showbiz news, ang dali-dali po, pero po ngayon, kinakabahan po ako. Talagang kinakabahan po ako at nalalamig po ang kamay ko kasi isa po napakalaking karangalan ang makatanggap po ng ganitong karangalan mula po sa mga magigiting na manananggol po ng bayan. Palakpakan po ninyo ang mga sarili po ninyo. Maraming salamat po, Chief Persida Acosta, sa karangalan pong ito. Alam niyo po, si Chief Acosta po, sobra po ang pagmamahal po sa katulad po namin mga entertainment press. Napaka bait po niya po sa amin at gumagawa po talaga siya ng paraan para po kami ay matipon at magkaroon po ng pagkakataon na makausap po siya at maiparating din po namin ang aming mga naisin o mga proyektong gusto namin na sinusuportahan po naman ng PAW at saka po si Chief Persida Acosta. Matagal-tagal na rin po ako bilang entertainment writer at marami pong nagbukas. Isa po ito sa nagbukas ng pinto para po magkaroon po ako ng ibang trabaho. Naging talent coordinator po, supervising producer ng mga show at saka ng mga pelikula. Lubos po ang aking pagpasasalamat sa mga nakatrabaho ko po at mga publikasyon po na aking pinagsulatan, kagaya po sa Gasi Publication, kung saan nandun po ang Controversial Magazine, Intrigue Magazine, Hot Copy Magazine. Ganun din po sa Atlas Publication, kung saan nandun po ang Movie Star Magazine. At sa mga pinagsulatan ko pong tabloids, gaya po ng Hot Start, Daily Specials, Remate, Pinoy, Hataw, Saksi, Bomba, Police Files Tonight, Abante Tonight, Abante, Dub Publication, at saka sa online po, Philippine Showbiz Republic, Showbiz Republica, ganun din po sa Channel 13, Net 25, DCME, DCRH, DWSS, at DCRJ. Maraming pong salamat muli sa karangalan pong ito. Mabuhay po ang mga manananggol ng bayan at mabuhay po tayong lahat. Thank you po.
Once again, our awardee for Outstanding Movie Reporter, Mr. Rodel Ocampo Fernando. Our next awardee, he is a multifaceted individual working as a journalist, businessman, restaurateur, and a dedicated pop culture collector. Under his leadership, Bulgar has consistently maintained its market leadership. The publication is actively expanding its reach by embracing digital platforms and enhancing its social media management or engagement with its loyal readers and followers. His achievements have been recognized with several awards, including the Star Achiever in Business Management and Entrepreneurship, presented by the Philippine Social Media Awards in 2018. He has also received recognition as an outstanding publisher for multiple years. Ladies and gentlemen, our awardee for Outstanding Publisher, Mr. Maxim Ryan B. Sison, Executive Publisher, Seasons Publishing House, Inc., Bulgar.
This Lady Justice Statuette and Certificate of Appreciation are given to our awardee in deep appreciation for the invaluable support and contribution made to the success of the Public Attorney's Office and the advancement of the interests of its clientele. Given on the occasion of the 5th National Convention of the Rank and File Employees of the Public Attorney's Office on October 9 to 11, 2023 at the Philippine International Convention Center, given this day of October in Pasay City, Philippines. Signed by Dr. Persido V. Rueda Acosta, DST, Chief Public Attorney.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Public Attorney's Office, and good evening to my fellow recipients. It is truly a great honor to receive such prestigious award from none other than the Public Attorney's Office. It is a blessing and a privilege to be able to work side by side with PAO and PAO Chief Persida Acosta. In helping our kababayans, working side by side with you guys has been a great experience. Your theme, Kabalikat at Kapangyarihan, ng katarungan laban sa kahirapan, is exactly in sync with our newspaper's vision, mission, and slogan. As the publisher of our beloved newspaper, which is celebrating our 32nd year of service, I have strengthened my resolve to uphold the integrity of Bulgar newspaper. We value the trust of our readers and the Filipino people, and we honor this by standing tall against corruption and helping our kababayans in need through charity and medical missions, again, alongside with Public Attorney's Office. By God's grace and Him in the center, the values and wisdom imparted by my parents, my mother, my mentor, and who is a fellow recipient tonight, I became a better person, leader, and publisher of our newspaper. Thank you. I thank PAO Chief Attorney Persida Acosta for the guidance, love, and care throughout the years. I am grateful, humbled, and truly honored to be here today and to be acknowledged for our hard work and sacrifice. Makakaasa po kayo na ang Bulgar ay patuloy na susuporta sa PAO at manatiling boses ng Pinoy at mata ng bayan. God bless us all. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay ang Public Attorney's Office.
Once again, our awardee for Outstanding Publisher, Mr. Maxim Ryan B. Sison. In the meantime, may I invite everyone's attention to watch the screen.
Bagong atraksyon ng kinagigiliwan ngayon ng ating mga kababayan, lalo na ng mga kabataan. Ito ang Omniverse Museum sa Japantown Glorieta 2 Ayala Center, Makati City. Sa Omniverse Museum ay matatagpuan ang iba't ibang pop culture collectibles at memorabilia mula sa iba't ibang universe o multiverse ng mga favorite science fiction movies, comics, and series. Nagsimula ito sa passion ni Ginoong Ryan Sison, ang owner ng Omniverse Museum, sa pangungulekta ng sci-fi collectibles. Layunin din ng nasabing museum na magkaroon ng immersive educational entertainment experience or edutainment ang mga magtutungo sa museum.
First of all, we are DepEd approved kasi we have educational stuff here. That's where we infuse science with sci-fi kasi all sci-fi comes from science po eh. So hindi lang toys and collectibles makita nyo dito, we do have activities na educational. Like we do have the Tesla coil and then we do have infographics like this kasi right now we're in the common room eh. So ini-infuse namin kung saan nakukuha yan. The 5 major oceans, andyan. Types body of water. So, hindi lang talaga toys. Educational din po.
Isa nga sa mga inimbitahan ng pamunuan ng Omniverse Museum ay ang ating punong manananggol pambayan, Dr. Persida V. Rueda Acosta, DSD, sapagkat kabilang sa mga advokasya ng ating Chief Public Attorney ay ang patuloy na pagpapaunlad ng kaalaman sa anumang larangan ng karunungan. Lalo pa at itinataguyod ng Omniverse Museum ang pagpapalaganap ng mahalagang impormasyon ng pagkakaugnay ng pop culture sa science, technology, engineering at mathematics. Kaya naman sinimula na ni Sir Bobby Gingan, manager ng Omniverse Museum, ang tour.
The tour takes around 1:30 to 2 hours, but it's an all-day access naman eh. Pwede kayong magtagal inside, pero once you go out, hindi na kayo pwedeng bumalik. Right now, we're in the Bat Cave. So, ina-explain nila anong mga creatures na makita sa cave. Ayan, so we do have the bats, we do have the iba-ibang cave dwellers, and then different kinds of stones na makita sa cave. And so we do have here the detective din, kasi si Batman is the world's greatest detective. That's why meron kami niyan. And then yung mga real-life detectives, meron tayo, the top 5. And then, etong mga activities natin here, that's why we have it here, kasi Batman loves to build his own stuff eh. Eto naman, you make your own electric fan or siren. We have the instructions here. Tapos yun, gagawin nyo dito. And then the Lego. Kasi you could build anything with Lego.
Matapos libutin ang Bat Cave, sinunod naman nilang tinungo ang The Asylum.
Right now, we're at the Asylum where lahat ng kalaban ni Batman is here. Like Harley Quinn, Catwoman. Different versions. Katulad nito, Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer, sa Batman Returns yan. And Penguin, kasama sa movie. Yung sa likod, makita nyo, Joker comic version. And then, ito yung pinakabagong Joker, si Joaquin Phoenix.
Kung nag-enjoy na kayong ikutin ang DC Universe, puntahan naman natin ang iba pang universe o multiverse.
So, after the DC Universe, welcome to the Marvel Universe po. After Avengers Room, andito tayo sa mechanic where all the Iron Man suits are. So this one, ito pong suit na to, ginamit ni Chris Evans sa Civil War. Ayan. It looks small kasi yung mannequin na ginamit maliit, pero as you can see, maluwag pa yung suit.
At syempre para sa mga mahihilig sa anime, comics, and series o yung mga otaku, kung tawagin, para sa inyo ang animation.
Yeah, so for now, we are in the anime room. Meron tayong Naruto, meron tayong One Piece, si Luffy, and then Dragon Ball. And so madami tayong bago dito. So every time you go here, there's something new. Kasi weekly talaga nagdadagdag po kami ng bago.
Sa kasalukuyan, mahigit 5,000 collectibles ang makikita sa Omniverse Museum. Kaya ano pang hinihintay niyo mga kababayan, pasyalan na ang Omniverse Museum where bridging the gap between fiction and reality is made possible. Where learning is fun and entertaining. See you there mga kababayan at ka-followers.
I'm inviting you guys to come here to Omniverse. It's at Glorieta 2, top of the Japantown po.
Ako si Geraldine Ranyes para sa hashtag Pala News Special Report.
Okay, yan po ay para sa turismo natin, educational, DepEd approved. So kung gusto nyong pumasyal muna dyan bago kayo umuwi, nasa sa inyo po yun. Okay? Basta yan po ay para sa pagpapaunlad ng turismo. Dahil alam nyo ba, yung mga manlalakbay, ang hinahanap museum eh. Ako pag pinadala ng ating bansa sa ibang bansa, bago yung last day ko, naghahanap ako ng museo. Siyempre, para sa hindi lang maaliw ka, kundi malaman mo ang mga kasaysayan. Yung ibang characters dito, napanood ko, bata pa ako eh. Pero nandyan, no, nabuo ni Mr. Ryan Sison. Dahil si Mr. Ryan Sison ay talagang, ang gusto niya, ang kabataan ay ma-educate. Palapakan po natin si Mr. Ryan Sison. Ayan. Tayo po ay binigyan ng free space ng Bulgar sa loob ng mahigit 2 dekada na. Kakampi po natin ang Bulgar sa anumang problema ng maralitang Pilipino, sa mga kaso na kailangan ipaglaban upang maghari ang katarungan. Now, let us give the award to the next awardee.
Our next awardee is a publisher of Bulgar, which is recognized as the #1 daily tabloid in the Philippines, boasting the widest reach and highest readership percentage according to the Nielsen and Ipsos media research. Bulgar is renowned as one of the most credible source of top stories, entertainment news, making it a favorite newspaper among Filipino families. It is distinguished by its roster of reputable content and well-known columnists and correspondents. Furthermore, Bulgar holds the title of the highest circulated newspaper, with a daily distribution of over 600,000 copies nationwide. Ladies and gentlemen, our awardee for Outstanding Publisher, Ms. Leonida Bonifacio Sison, President, Chief Executive, Sison's Publishing House, Inc., Bulgar newspaper.
This Lady Justice Statuette and Certificate of Appreciation are given to our awardee in deep appreciation for the invaluable support and contribution made to the success of the Public Attorney's Office and the advancement of the interests of its clientele. Given on the occasion of the 5th National Convention of the Rank-and-File Employees of the Public Attorney's Office on October 9 to 11, 2023 at the Philippine International Convention Center, given this day of October in Pasay City, Philippines. Signed by Dr. Persido V. Rueda Acosta, DSD, Chief Public Attorney.
Let us hear the acceptance speech of our awardee.
Hi, magandang gabi po. Hanggang ngayon, mabilis pantibok ng puso ko after 3 hours traveling here at the PICC. Grabe ang traffic. Hi. Hi. Good evening. It is with deep honor and pride to join you in this very special event. I would like to thank the Public Attorney's Office for giving me the prestigious award. This is a meaningful recognition because your appreciation of our work inspires us to amplify our role of being the boses ng masa, mata ng bayan. We believe in inequality and protection against all types of injustice. That is why Bulgar has always been one with your mission of uplifting the rule of law, truth, and social justice for the oppressed and underprivileged members of the society. Rest assured that we will continue to give our full support to all of your just causes and strengthen our existing partnership towards the realization of our goals. Again, my heartfelt thanks to PAO, especially to its head, Attorney Persida Rueda Acosta. Thank you for the promotion of the Omniverse Museum. I'm inviting everyone to please visit the museum. I am sure you will enjoy it. It's not only your eyes, but it's really educational. May everyone enjoy the rest of night, and God bless us all. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, our awardee for Outstanding Publisher, Ms. Leonida Bonifacio, SISON.
Our next awardee, Eric de la Cruz, is a University of Santo Tomas alumnus, holding a degree in communication arts, and he has received specialized training in cinematography and independent filmmaking from the Molfond Film Institute. During his career, he apprenticed under cinematographer Neil Daza and dedicated 20 years of service to ABS-CBN as a lighting director and director of photography. His portfolio includes an array of television series such as MMK, Ipaglaban Mo, Once Upon a Time, Maging Sino Ka Man, Marina, Maria Mercedes, Hawak Kamay, Langit Lupa, Bridges of Love, and many more. In addition to his work with ABS-CBN, he has contributed to TV5 as a Director of Public Affairs Programs, collaborating on projects like Public Attorney with Chief Persida V. Rueda Acosta, Precinto 5, Crime Classic with Martin Andanar, and many more. Ladies and gentlemen, our awardee for Outstanding Film, Television, and Social Media Director, Mr. Frederic C. de la Cruz.
This Lady Justice Statuette and Certificate of Appreciation are given to our awardee in deep appreciation for the invaluable support and contribution made to the success of the Public Attorney's Office and the advancement of the interests of its clientele. Given on the occasion of the 5th National Convention of the Rank-and-File Employees of the Public Attorney's Office on October 9 to 11, 2023 at the Philippine International Convention Center, given this day of October in Pasay City, Philippines. Signed by Dr. Persida V. Rueda Acosta, DSD, Chief Public Attorney.
Maraming salamat po. Maraming salamat, Chief. I am very honored to accept this recognition, especially coming from our Chief Public Attorney, Dr. Persida Rueda Acosta, who I first met more than a decade ago when I was given the assignment to direct a public affairs program. Yun po yung public attorney sa TV5. Nung una po, I tried to be a director to her and tried to direct Chief and her gestures. Siyempre, kailangan director ka, inatasan kang i-direct yung personality, which you usually direct their gestures, nuances, things that you usually see on television. Sukat po ang lahat ng yon. Yung buka ng bibig, anggulo ng muka, everything that will make them likable on screen. Because in television, image po ang binibuild up natin. Kahit in reality, not most of the TV personalities are like that. Pero with Chief, I realize hindi po pwede yun. Dahil hindi umaarte si Chief, hindi niya kaya mag-pretend o magpanggap. I simply have to let her be. Hindi po artista si Chief, artistahin lang po. She can't help but be herself. And that's the beauty of directing Chief. She is real and her sincerity and love for the country is genuine. Yung nakikita nyo on TV and mga pinaglalaban niya sa lahat is compelled by her passion that springs from the deep sense of love and service to the Filipino. Pati mga kantang gawa ni Chief, songs, poetry, yung creativity niya all speaks of the love for our country. May camera o wala, iisang Chief lang yan. Muli, maraming salamat po at dinededicate ko rin to sa aking partner in life at 5 kong anak na nanonood ngayon. Maraming salamat po. Thank you.
Once again, our awardee for Outstanding Film, Television, and Social Media Director, Director Frederic C. de la Cruz. And we call on stage POW Choir and POW Orchestra to sing POW Hymn. Please rise. Thank you.
Us join the happy crowd. We will march together hand in hand. Forward to work, we are proud. Justice for all in all the land. Public attorneys so free. Justice and reason must prevail. For the needy and the poor. Justice for all. Support your cause and give you fame. Ever true to you, ever true to you. So all the people know. Everybody shouts, Mabuhay! Uphold the power, justice up so high. Everybody shouts, Mabuhay! Uphold the power, justice up so high.
Hello! Hi! Hi! Hello! Ayan, tigilan natin ang live muna sapagkat ako po ay magbibigay sa inyo.